In D.C. played out as Kentucky lawmakers were right in session. Many didn't even know what had happened until they ended their day. But the attack on Capitol Hill still had them all talking about it today. WHS 11's political editor Chris Williams is live back in Frankfort, joining us with an emotional reaction that you don't see often in Frankfort. Chris?
One of the most stoic members of the General Assembly became tearful, answering my question about what he saw happening in D.C. The images left many wondering about safety and how they would respond if, God forbid, they had to.
It's a disgrace. Gosh, I'm sorry.
A reaction you don't often see from Kentucky House Speaker David Osborne.
I was so proud of congressional leaders that went back in there last night, did their job. In a really, really unbelievable time. But it's stuff like that's not supposed to happen in America.
Representative Jason DeMas had an emotional moment with his young son, whose father and grandfather both serve under the dome in Frankfort.
And he got a little teary-eyed, and you know, that bothers me. And so, you know, we need to, that's the vociferous debate, yelling, that kind of stuff, completely appropriate. But when you put violence to that and threats to anyone's lives, then that's an effort. When you do it for the government, that's an effort to overthrow the government, and that can't happen.
Newly elected Representative Pamela Stephenson is a retired Air Force colonel who thought of those who've fallen to protect our democracy.
We cannot allow for democracy to sink into that. And when it sinks into rioting and the things we saw on TV last night, whether it's at the state capitol, the U.S. Capitol, or a community center, it's not what we're about, and it will not fulfill on the promise of the Founding Fathers.
The moment also raised questions about whether there's a plan to protect lawmakers here. House Minority Leader Joni Jenkins said she did not know of one. Speaker Osborne said that he believes there's a plan to protect the building, but that what happened in D.C. will surely create conversations about an action plan here in Kentucky. Live at the Capitol, Chris Williams, WHAS 11 News.